Hi, hope you are having a great day. Today I thought I would like to talk about another common mistake that we do when we apply follow the law of attraction. It's so common, especially for starters, and it's a really very big misunderstanding of how the law of attraction works. And meanwhile, it is the point that a lot of people who don't believe in the law of attraction criticize, which is taking inspired action, taking action eventually. Because basically, people, when they learn a little bit about the law of attraction, they think that I don't need to do anything. I don't need to work. I don't need to do anything. I just like sit down and just attract or meditate and visualize, and then I get what I want, uh, which is absolutely not true. You know, this is not true. Come on. Still, people think about it as a really like they, or maybe they want to convince themselves that this is how it works. It doesn't work that way. Nobody said that it is this way. Ask, believe, and receive. And part of receiving is to take action. Actually, receiving is all about taking action in most cases. So, what the bottom line is that the law of attraction says to us that we do not need to create enormous efforts in order to achieve to get what we want. There is, in spirituality, there is something that is called the way of least resistance. That's it. That's the point. Like, if you have a specific goal, target, whatever it is, a wish that you would like to get, achieve, there are infinite ways of getting it, of reaching it. And there is the way of least resistance, which is the easiest way to achieve what you want. So when you have right energy level, which is a match to your wish, you can take this way in order to achieve your goal in the easiest way possible. It's not about getting things for free. There is nothing which is a free. It's not about being just getting what you want. It's about receiving inspiration and following inspiration. Now while I'm talking, I need to give you this example really about how there are a million ways or infinite ways of receiving what you want. Let us say that, for example, I'll give you a very, very basic example. Let us say that, well, I don't drink coffee, but let us say that I would like to have a cup of coffee. There are infinite ways to receiving a cup of coffee. I can go down the street and then a stranger invites me for coffee. I can go to the street and like go into a coffee shop and buy myself a cup of coffee. I can wait for my neighbors to invite me to have a cup of coffee or friends. Or I can just go to the kitchen now and make myself a cup of coffee. You see, there are like these are 4 or 5 ways to receiving a cup of coffee. And the easiest one, like at least for me, that just I go to the kitchen and and make myself a cup of coffee. It's better than and easier than getting dressed, go down to the street, go to a coffee shop and buy a cup of coffee. So you see, it's all about that. Like to reach your goal, there are a lot of ways to reach your goals, to achieve what you want, but it's about reaching your goal in the least least difficult way, the way of least resistance. And we can take that way of least resistance if we work on our energy, on our karma, and in order to make ourselves an energy match to what we want to achieve, to get, and this way then we receive an inspiration about what to do. And then of course then we need to follow the inspiration receiving, to follow the inspiration. And also they are really interconnected, these steps, because ask, believe, receive. If you feel that you receive an inspiration but you don't act on it, it means that you don't believe. It means that you are still in the step two, because you asked, you think that you believed, or you believed somehow, you got the inspiration, and then like, nah, I have some doubts. I'm not gonna take the inspired action. It means that you haven't achieved receiving, uh, believing perfectly, because you have these doubts. And then you come back to believe. And then also, on the contrary, if you really, really believe, you will definitely get an inspiration to do what you want, what you need to do in order to reach your target. So if people say to me, "Oh, I asked, I believed, but I don't receive anything." Well, if you don't receive, then you are not really in the real energy of believing. It's just impossible that you believe and you don't receive. They are like, there is really this sequence. I know that each part of them is really, um, it's not easy. There is a lot of information, blah blah blah. But I mean, these there is this sequence: ask, believe, and receive. So first of all, you ask in a clear way. Then you work on yourself to believe, affirmation, hypnosis, meditation, visualization, etc., etc. And then you definitely need to receive. If you don't receive, then continue working on your belief, because you haven't relieved yet as you should if you don't believe, if you don't receive. And then when you receive the inspiration, you really need to act on it. Just, if you don't to act on it, there's no way to achieve what you want, to receive what you want. You need to act on it. So I mean, it is not necessary to take actions, because sometimes we just imagine something and then we get it served to us. It's possible, it's a reality, it happens sometimes. But what I say is that we definitely have to have the intention to taking action, at least have the intention to taking action. Like, yeah, I will get the inspiration and I will act on it. And maybe you just don't receive any inspiration, you just get it served to you like that. But you need to authentically, really deeply have the intention to really take the action needed. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed this video and that helps you a little bit with your journey. That's great. Please write in the comments if you have any questions. I always read the comments and answer questions. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, activate the so that you receive notifications, and like this video if you find it interesting. It could be helpful for somebody else also. Together is better and we are stronger, definitely. Thank you very much. I hope you have a great day. Have a nice day and take care of yourselves. Goodbye.